Pinocchio. What are we going to talk about right now? Well, this is, didn't even know what to call this. I didn't know whether to call it a Trucker 101 or what. A Trucker Beware. Yeah, that's it. Trucker Beware. Okay, so let's talk about some of the scams that are out there at the truck stops. Truck stops are a hotbed for scams. And you guys, especially you new guys that are unaware of this, even some of you older guys have been out here a while. I've seen a couple of guys, experienced veterans getting scammed from these guys. And I absolutely do not understand how some drivers can be that gullible. I mean, it's plain as day, it's a scam right from the word get-go. Okay, so one big scam that's out there, and it's ongoing, is the home theater scam. And what that is you'll usually have a couple of guys in a minivan that'll pull up and they'll say, hey bud, you interested in a home theater system? I got an extra home theater system I'm trying to offload. And the spiel, or they'll come up to your door, the spiel they'll give you is that they were doing a delivery and they ended up with an extra system, and they'll try to produce even a bill of lading or a customer invoice or whatever, and saying that they're stuck with this extra unit and they need to get rid of it, and they're going to give you this super deal. Okay, well, you know what, if it's too good to be true, it usually is, right? And this applies right here. This is a scam. So guys, you need to be aware of this scam, okay? The home theater system that they're giving you is either broken, or it's a real really poor knockoff of what the box actually is. And yeah, it looks like a perfectly sealed box. Well, it's not hard to reseal a box, guys. So be very aware of it. It is an absolute 150% scam. There is nobody out there that has an extra home theater system that's legit trying to sell it to you, okay? It's not happening. It's a scam. All right, scam number 2 is one where you'll have somebody come knocking on your door or catch you while you're just outside your truck, walking across. Hey, buddy, come with me. There's this guy getting the shit kicked out of him behind the trucks here. And he'll try a couple other different lines to get you to go there. That should be the first red flag right there. Come with me, come watch this guy getting beat up, and blah blah, right? So what it is, that you get in behind the truck, and it's a card game. It's a card scam. What it is, and of course they don't want to tell you that right off the bat, right? They get you back there, and then there's usually 2, 3, or 4 people involved in this. There'll already be 1 or 2 guys back there along with the main player who's dealing the cards and doing the shell game type thing. A shell game, that's what it is, with the cards. And then they'll make it look like this one guy's winning, and they'll be giving him all kinds of money, and the card guy will just say, okay, that's it, I'm not playing with you anymore, you're too good, blah blah blah, and the guy will go away. And then they'll somehow suck you into it. They'll say, hey, here, you can do it a couple times free. And they'll even give you $50 or something. Say, okay, you can bet with my money. Here you go. That's a scam, because they'll build you up to a couple $100 real quick and say, hey, fork over the money. And if you don't, they'll beat the living crap out of you. Okay? So your first clue is when somebody comes up to you and says, hey, man, somebody's getting the shit kicked out of them, or just come back here, I really got to show you this. Don't go, guys. Red flag. Number 2, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so scam number 3 that's really popular out there is the tool cell. What they'll do is they'll go out and they'll buy one really good tool kit or whatever they'll have that they're going to use as a display to show you, and they're going to make it, here's it's a $200 or $150 tool kit, and they'll have a couple of them, okay? Again, this is a 3 to 4 to 5 guy scam. They'll sucker a truck driver into coming over, hey, check this tool kit out. This guy's got for sale, really cool. He'll come up to you and say, hey man, you should see that guy. I just bought this, and he'll be carrying it, this tool kit. Only paid $25 for it, only paid $40 for it, only paid $50 for it, or whatever the thing is. I've seen it as high as whatever the product was. I never saw it, but I seen the guy get scammed, and I went up to him as he was coming out with his money and said, I hope you know they're scamming you, dude, before he gave him his money. And luckily I saved him from getting scammed. but I seen one where it was like supposed to be a $250 tool of some sort that they were going to give him for like $100, brand new in the package and everything. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they got him back there, and luckily he didn't have the cash on him. He was going into the ATM. He actually went into the ATM, pulled the money out, was coming out, was getting ready to give it to the guy, and I was right there, and I told him, dude, that's a scam, don't give him your money. And he pulled back, and the one guy got real nasty with me and whatnot, and I told him, I said, you got like 3 seconds to vacate. I pulled out my phone and I started dialing 911, and I even showed him. I said, hey, just dial 911. I suggest you hightail it out of here. And sure enough, he took off, and all of a sudden I seen 4 guys come out from in between the trucks, and they all took off across the parking lot, okay? This is another really big scam. Unfortunately, tools, truck drivers, tools, we love our tools, we need tools. So this is a really big scam that's going on across the country, and guys are getting away with it, and truck drivers are getting ripped off on it, okay? And there's nothing worse than the feeling of being scammed, okay? So this is just another one of the scams. There's a few others out there, smaller ones, where they nickel and dime you for a few things. The guy has an item for sale. He walks up to you, say, listen, dude, I just bought this, and I realized I can't afford it. I need the money. And he gives it back to you for like half the face value, and because it'll have a price sticker on it, whatnot. And when you actually take it, oh yeah, great buy, and ends up piece of junk, it's broken, it doesn't work, whatever, and it's not exactly what's marked on the package, okay? That's another little nickel and dime one. Another one is you'll have guys coming up to you trying to sell you jewelry, okay? This is a really big scam too. It's usually just one guy. He'll have a handful of jewelry, show you 9 times out, and he'll be trying to pass it off as real gold, etc. A lot of times what they do is they change the clasp where the 14K is stamped, where the 925 sterling silver is stamped. They'll change that to a sterling silver clasp or a gold clasp, and the rest of it is all just gold plated or faked or electroplated or sterling, or not sterling silver, but just silver plated. So you got to watch out for that one. Or a lot of times the merchandise is stolen, and yes, guys, you guys can go to jail for that too, okay? If for whatever reason cops are staking the place out, they know this guy's doing it, he's been reported, all of a sudden he sells you something. Oh, excuse me, ooh, lunch was good today. The cops see it, you buying stolen merchandise, you know, you guys can get a lot of shit too. So anyways, that's just a few of the scams that are out there, guys. You got to be aware. You know, you pretty much got to live a solitary life out there. Don't buy anything from anybody. Oh, and another one that's not necessarily a scam, but it can be, is, you know, other drivers selling stuff over the CB. Now here you can get some good deals, but at the same time you got to watch, because you could get scammed, okay? There's a couple of legit places, like in Withville, Virginia. There's the movie guy. He's really good. He's got good movies, sells them for like $4 or $5, brand new movies and everything. Yeah, and you can test it out right while he's there to make sure it works, and he has no problem with it. He is legit. There's a computer guy out of the same area that's really good. He sells and fixes, he takes used laptops, he fixes them, boosts them up, does whatever to them, and you guys get a good deal on that stuff. So there are a few places. You got to keep your ears open. You got to watch out. There is sometimes you can get, you'll get a driver that's bought something off of company money, will sell company tools, will sell company equipment. Be careful on these ones. Yes, you can get good deals, but you got to watch out. One I don't recommend anyone do is guys that are trying to sell you fuel. Okay, what they're doing is they're going to fill you up or put fuel in your truck, you know, for you owner-operators, on their company's card. This can come back to bite you in the ass at some point. The company becomes aware of it. They will monitor this driver. I can almost guarantee it. I've seen an article in Truck News where a guy got caught selling off company fuel. I've even seen guys, I haven't seen it, I've heard of it, guys siphoning it out of their tank into another truck, you know, just to make a quick, some quick money. I've seen guys sell spare tires off their trucks, winches, straps, etc., just to make some, get some quick money, and it's on their companies. And you know, don't support that kind of behavior, guys, please. That's just bad for all of us. So, anywho, that's all I got to say on that. I hope it helps some of you out. I hope it helps stop some of you from getting scammed. Guys, again, common sense, play it smart. Keep to yourselves as far as what you're doing out there. You know, don't do any kind of financial deals with anybody out in the parking lots, the back corners, the far corners of the stores. Pulling your wallet out is a big mistake. A little tip, I never carry my wallet with me into the store. I usually have one piece of ID with me, which is usually my company ID now. And that way, if something does happen to me, they'll know who I am. I carry, if I'm going in purposely to buy something, I only grab a few dollars of what I know I'm going to need to buy. Otherwise, I never go in with money. I never go in with my wallet. Okay, I'm not going to get caught and get mugged. And if they come up to me, I can literally pull my pockets out and say to dude, I got nothing. Or if all I got's $5 in it, I'll pull it out and say, here, bud, that's every penny I've got. Got no more money on me. And usually they'll grab it and run. Okay, don't ever try to fight a mugger. Okay, so that's it. I keep saying that's it, and we've gone several minutes past. Okay, then. We'll talk to you in the next video.